Yo, what's up, you guys? It's your Popboy. Now, we got 2K19 coming out real soon, so of course this is a time of year where there's just tons of news about the game just flying in from all over the place. And if you're watching this, you probably know the main thing that I do. Okay, I'm the guy who spends a ton of time testing all kinds of things in 2K to try to make the gameplay experience the best it can be, alright, for everybody. But when all this news comes out, I really tend to focus on the things I hear that could be potential problems. The things that they're changing that I think are going to make the game unrealistic. I don't know, probably because I spend so much time doing it, that's just the way my mind works. I'm always focusing on the stuff that I'm going to have to struggle against. But anyway, the first thing that I heard that gets more and more annoying to me the more I think about it is the fact that next year in 2K19, playmakers will actually get boosts on the things that they do after they drop somebody to the floor. Okay, so what that means is if you break somebody's ankles, you make them fall on the ground, and then you take a jump shot right after that, you're going to get a pretty significant boost on that jump shot. It'll be a lot more likely to go in because you broke his ankles, you dropped him to the ground. Or if you break somebody's ankles and then you dish it, whoever you pass it to, if they shoot it or dunk it or take it in for a layup or whatever, they're going to get a boost on that shot. So you'll get like a dimer boost on the pass off of breaking somebody's ankles. And at first when you hear this, it sounds awesome, right? Like you guys are probably thinking I'm crazy right now. But hear me out. Alright, I get annoyed just like everybody else if I break somebody's ankles, then brick the jumper. Or I drop somebody and then make another defender come and help and make a sweet ass pass and get somebody a wide open shot and they ruin the highlight by bricking it. Okay, I hate that just as much as the next guy. But the problem is, we want to be realistic, right? And when you really break it down, you actually think about it, it is totally unrealistic to have an open shot that comes off of an ankle breaker have a higher chance of going in than any other wide open shot. Okay, it just makes no sense. If it's a wide open shot, then it's a wide open shot. It already has a good chance of going in because it's a wide open shot. Okay, and this is just common sense. A shot that's wide open off an ankle breaker should have the same percentage as a shot that's wide open, I don't know, for any other reason. And just knowing 2K, I just have a feeling this is going to be overpowered. And of course you guys know I'll be testing this, but I just have a feeling that it's going to be like if you snap somebody's ankles, you can pretty much just ring up 2 points or 3 points or whatever shot you take. That, oh, he broke his ankles, so that's as good as a make. Hey, it shouldn't be like that. What makes an ankle breaker highlight so special? The fact that it doesn't happen very often. Okay, and it's just like real basketball. How often do you hear people say, oh, $1 million move, 10-cent finish? That's just real basketball. It happens. So I understand it's annoying to get that ankle breaker and then have the highlight be messed up because you missed a shot, but do you want to have a realistic game or not? I guess if we want to play in Candyland, then we can. But I don't want that. I don't think a lot of people want that. I'm more of a make it realistically difficult, so then when you do have success, you do make a great play, it's actually meaningful instead of saying, well, you know, I make it every time I break somebody's ankles, who cares? And I guess if it's a really, really small boost, then I might be somewhat okay with it, but just knowing 2K, why do I have a feeling this is going to be overpowered as fuck? I mean, I might be the only one in the whole community who's speaking out against this, but I'm just being real and using common sense. And I don't know, if you do like Candyland basketball, then, you know, that's cool, just admit it. Then it just won't mean much when you have success, I guess, because you play in Candyland. But anyway, guys, moving on, unrealistic piece of news number 2. And this one actually came from the My Career trailer. And you know what I noticed? Speed and speed with ball are on the same line, alright, as opposed to last year where they were separate attributes. But this is going to be another unrealistic thing if this is actually what it's going to be like. I mean, let's just use our common sense and use our knowledge of just real life NBA basketball again, okay? Just because you're fast does not necessarily mean you're coordinated. I mean, makes sense, right? These are not the same thing. Now, I could understand, of course, the raw speed of any player is going to influence how fast they are with the ball, but so is their ball control, their ball handling skills. Okay, it doesn't mean shit if you can run fast if you can't dribble. You can't make those two things the same. They're not. They're just related to one another. But it's just normal and real in NBA basketball. You see it all the time. You have just like a raw athlete who's just a physical freak, but he needs to get his skills honed. He's not very polished. he can run the floor on the break, but you put the ball in his hands and he's gonna be quite a bit slower with the ball in his hands. Or if he tries to go too fast, then it's gonna be like a tragic Bronson alert. He's gonna be shacked in a fool. He's gonna trip all over himself, lose the ball out of bounds, get it stolen, whatever. So that's what I got, guys. Those two things, I'm afraid it's going to be unrealistic in 2K19. I don't like it. And of course, I'll be testing these things just like a bunch of other things, figuring them out. And I'll have uploads on all kinds of shit. Y'all already know that. So stick around with me for 2K19. I'm gonna do everything I can to make the gameplay experience the best I can for us. Even though shit like this, I mean, 2K, you're not helping me here, man. Seriously. But anyway, guys, let me know, of course, what you think about this in the comments below. Let me know if you agree, disagree with me. I'd love to hear it. And go ahead, take a sec if you could. Leave me a like down below. It's just going to help the channel grow, and that'll help me do more, test more, to better the game more in the future. But I think we're going to do pretty well with 2K19. So I hope y'all rock with me for 2K19. And if you're new, go ahead and subscribe down below, and then you can hit your notifications on. Join that notification squad, and you'll always know when I've tested, found something to improve the game. But anyway, I appreciate all the support, guys. Appreciate you watching, and I'll see y'all back here next time on 2K with the Popboy.